Hi, my name is John Olsheimer, and I'm a credit expert who contributes to creditcardinsider.com. And today's question is, John, I recently read where the credit reporting agencies entered into a settlement agreement with the New York Attorney General's office that's going to change the way they manage the dispute process and also medical-related collections. Can you please elaborate? Absolutely. This is one of the most significant changes to the credit reporting practices in my lifetime. And I've been in the business for over 24 years, so this is meaningful. On March 8th of 2015, all three of the credit reporting agencies signed a settlement agreement with the New York Attorney General's office that essentially obligates the credit bureaus to change the way they do certain things. The settlement was 45 pages long, and so there's a lot of minutia, but essentially three things came out of the settlement that are what I would consider to be like the headlining changes to how the credit reporting agencies are going to do business. First has to do with the dispute resolution process, and this is obviously the process that occurs when a consumer challenges something with the credit reporting agencies, and the bureaus go through their process of investigation, which has been a largely criticized process because the allegation is that they don't actually do an investigation. They just ask the bank or the collection agency if it's correct or incorrect and just take their word for it. If a consumer submits documentation to the credit reporting agencies as part of the dispute resolution process, and the furnishing party, a bank or a collector, still verifies that it's being reported correctly, which would be adverse to what the consumer disputed, then the credit reporting agencies are going to be required to assign an agent, essentially, to the case, and that agent is going to have discretion to review documents provided by the consumer and unilaterally make changes to the consumer's credit report even without the bank or the collector's permission to do so. So this underscores the importance of maintaining documents that you receive from banks and collection agencies about payments being made on time, things that are erroneous and should be corrected, balances that may not necessarily be accurate. Those type of documents are now going to take on added value given this agreement that the credit reporting agencies entered into. And another thing that I should point out, just because this agreement was with the New York Attorney General's office, the credit bureaus have volunteered to make these changes nationwide. So you don't need to live in New York to enjoy these new processes and procedures. Second, medical-related collections. Today, if you go to a doctor's office and you get services, and 3 or 4 months later the doctor hasn't been paid by your insurance company, even though they were supposed to, the doctor is going to outsource it to a collection agency, and that collection agency is going to slap it on your credit report, and it's going to sit there for 7 years, even though you shouldn't have been responsible for the debt in the first place. The settlement is going to require the credit reporting agencies to give consumers at least a 6-month grace period before they will accept any collections on medical-related debts. And the 6 months is from the date that the medical debt actually goes delinquent until the time that they'll actually accept that on the credit report. And what that's supposed to do is it's supposed to give the insurance claims and payment process, which is horribly inefficient, some time to work itself out so that the consumer isn't unfortunately on the wrong side of a delay of a doctor being paid. So hypothetically, 6 months is long enough for the insurance company to actually pay all the doctors for services rendered, and then it never ends up in a collection resulting in a collection appearing on your credit report. And then finally, medical collections that are on your credit report that are eventually paid or being paid by insurance are going to be deleted. And this is a process that appears to be retroactive, and so if you already have medical collections on your credit reports, if the insurance company eventually paid them or is paying them, then the credit bureaus are going to delete them from your credit report. So keep your eyes open. I'm going to do some more blogs for Credit Card Insider on this process and the settlement and give you some more details about some of the other lesser known changes that the credit bureaus are making to their national dispute resolution process. If you have any other questions pertaining to credit or financial topics, then please submit them to creditcardinsider.com or in the comments section below. Thanks a lot and have a nice day.